Alright guys, so what we're going to try, we're going to go ahead and try this Ninja Boom build out. In fact, I'm going to swap over for max damage, damage to armor, and damage to targets out of cover. Alright, Manhunt, here we go. I have no idea what's going on with this, so this could be bad, could be awesome. What's up, agents? How y'all doing? Hope everybody's hanging in there, being as safe as you guys need to be. A couple seasons back, I did my definitive explosives guide. So if I have the presence of mind, it should be linked right up there. It's a long video, it's very comprehensive, and a few people have asked, what's the actual explosive build I use? And more specifically, recently somebody had asked me what the most burst damage of those builds is. So I quickly want to do a short video today, one that's concise and straight to the point. Just show you guys what I use solo and the one change I would use to run this in a group. So without further ado, this is my Ninja Boom build based off of the first build video we ever did, the explosives build. It's still right up that same vein. Let's jump right on into it. Do me a favor, if you guys learn something new or find this entertaining, smashing that like button would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully by the end of this, I will have earned your guys' subscriptions. Best thing you can do to help my channel is to share this video. Anything you guys would do different or anything that you guys want to see in the future, please leave me a comment down below. All right, let's jump into the build. Ninja Boom for the boom. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about the specialization. Of course, since this is an explosive build, we are going to go with the Demolitionist. This, of course, will give us the grenade launcher. In addition, this will net us 10% additional explosives damage. It's the only way for us to unlock the artillery turret, which we are going to be using. If we're in a group, any of our teammates will gain an additional 5% damage to targets out of cover. And one of the most important parts of this, and one that's often overlooked, is the fact that we can ignore explosions once every 60 seconds. That's enemy explosions and, God forbid, our own explosion as well. As far as the weapons, it will be nobody's surprise that the capacitor is going to be one of the best in slot. But if you're not going to be shooting at the enemies all the time, you want to maximize the damage of your actual explosions. The top tier thing you can do is choose a shotgun with maximum 12% damage to armor, as well as the 10% damage to targets out of cover. You would want to pair this with In Sync. This will get you up to a 30% damage bonus on top of it. I will note, oftentimes I run around with the Mop. I give up the 10% damage to targets out of cover in lieu of that 10% armor on kill. Up to you. Another alternative is you could run with a machine gun. The machine guns will net you the 12% damage to targets out of cover, and you could get 6% damage to armor. Not as much of a bonus as you would get from the shotgun, but a little more usable, especially at range. Lastly, for the sidearm, you can go with whatever you want, but you could choose, say, the Car TDI Custom if you want to roll a weapon core or armor core someplace, or you could just go with the backup boomstick. Once again, this can roll with the 12% damage to armor, the 10% damage to targets out of cover, and then you could do something like Future Perfect or Sledgehammer, or you could pop In Sync on this if you wanted to go that route. So those are the weapon choices I would use. Of course, if you have a favorite weapon, go ahead and use that guy. Now we'll touch base on the gear. First of all, we are going to be using the Ninja Bike backpack with the Resourceful talent. Using this, we can unlock one additional brand set or gear set bonus. Other than the chest piece, where you put your brand sets doesn't matter. So we're going to be using a Grupo Sombra. Mine happens to be on the mask, but you can use it anywhere. This will net us the native 15% critical hit damage, and the Ninja Bike unlocks the 20% explosives damage. This is the largest explosive damage bonus you can get in the game from any single piece of gear. Next, for the gloves, we're going to be using China Light. The China Light will net us the 15% explosive damage. It's the second highest damage bonus you can get to explosive damage. When we combine the Demolitionist, the Grupo Sombra, and the China Light, that's going to net us 45% additional explosives damage, and this is a multiplicative damage bonus. The Resourceful from the Ninja Bike will also unlock that 20% skill haste, which is huge. Next, we're going to add on the Wyvern. The Wyvern will net us that 10% skill damage natively. The Ninja Bike will unlock that 15% status effects. And keep in mind that our Mortar does inflict bleed. Also, the Demolitionist unlocks the Fragmentation Grenade, which causes bleed. This will make it cause that much more damage from the bleed and to bleed that much longer. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and go with 2 pieces of Empress International. This will net us the entire 3-piece bonus. That will get us the 10% skill health, the 10% skill damage, and most importantly, that 10% skill efficiency, which buffs every aspect of our skills and our status effects. Now, as far as the chest piece and the talents, when I'm running solo, I will run the Caesar's Guard. This will give me access to the perfectly skilled. That means every skill kill I get has a 30% chance to reset my Seeker Mines and or my turret. If I'm running in a group, I will elect for, and once again, because we're not going for a name piece, the brand sets don't matter, we would simply go, in my case, I would want an Empress International. We would go with something like this that has a glass cannon on it. That will get you the most bang for the buck. That will net you the amplified 1.25 multiplier at the cost of you taking 50% additional damage from every source. However, if you're in a group, you will naturally have other people the enemies will be firing at. You will be less of a liability. And if you're in the group, you're just going to want to get those higher damage numbers. So pop on glass cannon in the group. When you're running solo, I recommend the Caesar's Guard for the perfectly skilled. Now, as far as the attributes, of course, we are going to want skill damage on every single piece. Now, as far as that second attribute, I prefer armor regen. However, you guys may, if it rolls naturally, you may want to go with status effects to pump up that bleed, damage, and duration. But in my mind, the armor regen is still higher priority. As far as the 3 mod slots, I recommend running skill haste in all 3 slots. That will net you up to 36% skill haste there. Then we take into account the China Light that adds an extra 20. So you guys are looking at 56% bonus skill haste. Between that and skilled, there's very few times that I do not have my skills ready and available. Now let's talk about the skills. There's 3 skills that I use. 2 of them, the mainstays, are the Cluster Seeker Mines and the Mortar. Depending on the situation, I may elect to not use the Seeker Mines and go for the Hive if I'm running solo and I need a little bit of extra defense. So I would run the Stinger Hive. The Stinger Hive, the initial hit is explosive damage, so it will be buffed by everything we're doing here. And then the damage over time is bleed. So everything that we're building into here will buff the damage of that Stinger Hive. However, for most gameplay, I like the Cluster Seeker Mines. In this iteration, our Seeker Mines have a cooldown of just over 28 seconds, which is mitigated by skilled. Our damage is just over, actually quite a bit over, 3.8 million, but expect to be able to hit 3.8 mil as your base damage. We're putting out 10 mines with a 2-meter blast radius. Note, this is an expertise level 22, so your numbers may be higher or lower depending on your expertise level. Next, we got the artillery turret. This is the mainstay of the build, and this is only accessible through the Demolitionist Specialization. we only have a 10.6 second cooldown. Much like the sniper turret, what I will do is I will put the artillery turret out, I'll take a few shots and then pick it up. If you do not exhaust all the shots of the turret, you will have a much shorter cooldown. So you can basically keep almost 100% uptime of your mortar turret as long as you're not blasting through all of your shots. We're looking at just over 4.3 million as the base damage in my particular build. For you guys, expect to see anywhere between 4 to 4.5 million, depending on your build and the expertise level. We will note the bleed should be between 75,000 per tick, and we're looking at a bleed duration of about 10.2 seconds right now. That's going to change based on the amount of status effects that you actually put into your build. To quickly touch on the hive in this iteration, our Stinger hive, we're going to have a 2.5 second refill speed per charge. We got 18 charges. Each charge has a base damage of about 1.1 million, the bleed of about 70,000, and the same bleed duration of 10.2 seconds. Again, your mileage will vary depending on your build and how much you invest into the status effects. So agents, that's pretty much it for the build. The only real tactical advantages I can give you is try to get yourself into higher grounds and in positions where you're not going to have anything impeding the trajectory of your mortars, and try to make sure that you're in a position where you can set the mortar in front of you, fire off a couple shots and pick it up. That way you mitigate the cooldown of the turret. Other than that, it's a really straightforward build. The last bit of advice I have is be careful. The number one worst enemy I ever encounter running this build, this guy. I'm the number one killer of Maya when I run this build. That's why the ignore explosions once every 60 seconds comes into play so often. It's generally not the enemies, it's generally me. All right, that's pretty much the build. Hopefully I kept this to a minimum length. I'll let you guys watch the rest of this. Do me a favor, let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed it, smashing that like button would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully by now I've earned your guys' subscriptions. Best thing you can do to help my channel is to share this video. And again, leave any comments of anything you would do different, how you run it, or anything you guys want to see in the future down below. You agents, be as safe as you need to be out there, and we will catch you all in the dark zone. Peace out, everybody. Okay, dude. Learn how to... This is that aiming thing I'm talking about. It's like, dudes. God damn. This wouldn't be a challenge if it was just easier to aim. But look, like right there. It's like, oh, dude, no. Can't shoot in there for some reason. Come on, dude. Now I gotta fucking pick this up and wait for him to fucking move someplace I could shoot him because... Yeah, can't shoot back in there. There we go. Yeah, the build's awesome. The problem I have is aiming because of the way the fucking game works, not because of the build itself. It's like, oh, there's some shit on the other side of the counter, but because you can't see the floor there, it must not exist, so you can't aim there. big dude's already gone. Nice. Why would you do that? Why would you change where it's aiming, dude? Come on, dude. We had it. We had it. You're doing fine. Just fucking aim. Come on. Dude, that right there, dude. There's no reason for it to switch. It switches for no reason. I didn't even fucking touch the controller after hitting the button. Yet it fucking changes the reticle aim. Man, this dude's taking a beating. Oh, dude, that was fucking overshot like a motherfucker. See ya. Will he bleed out? No, not in time. We'll have to do it that way.
We're set up in the mall. They're not getting through here. Don't die, motherfucker. Not a chance.
Dude, fucking fire, dude! Why is the fucking turret aiming at something else? Like, dude, it keeps doing that. I haven't moved the fucking reticle once. Get him, come on. Dude. Come on. Any spot, please. Just get him. Thank you. I don't think the turret's going to be able to get him over there because it's going to bounce off the ceiling or some shit. Yeah, dude, look at that. See, it's like not even... Oh, look. Hey, it would have made it.
Everybody get yourselves ready. This situation is serious.
Alright. Here we go. Moment of truth. Wait a couple seconds. Get our... Dude, why? I tried to barely move around the corner and the game's like, oh yeah, you want to get out of cover and get shot in the dick, right? Oh man. Okay, let's pick this up. Let's try this again. Dude, look at this. The fucking Seeker Mines, dude. Yeah, I guess the car doesn't count as something. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, dude. Dude, what the holy fuck balls, motherfuckers? What? We're on the US West Coast server. What the holy fuck? What the? Dude, look at this, guys. What the fuck is that instability? What is that? God damn. Alright. Every bitch I have about this game always fucking comes down to... So that's what we're doing inside that bleeding, right? That's diesel fucking bleeding, and that's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to do as much damage to him as possible before we get him out of the vehicle. Dude, this is what I'm talking about right here. Damn, dude, that shit, right? Let's fucking do this. No, dude, no. Come on, dude. Back into it? Try. Ooh, that dude's hurting.
What's going on down there? Diesel, are you dead too, you inbred son of a bitch? Everybody get to the arena, now!
Alright,
Airborne toxins at unsafe levels. Filters failing.
This... Alright, for this one part right here, we are actually going to swap off the turret to the Stinger Hive because there's not enough room for us to do what we would need to do here normally.
Air filter function restored. Air quality acceptable.
Alright.
Listen up. We got devils in our house and they mean to kill us all. Stand and fight. You hear me? Stand and fight.
And now we see how it all works out. Get him. Yeah! Alright, let's pick this up and... This is what sucks. I can't set it down because if I set it, it'll go into the fucking wood. And that's no good for us. Dude, they're not letting me put the shit in a good spot. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that, guys. I accidentally set it there, and now it's stuck. So now we're just going to have to leave it, and, yeah. Fucking dumb. Alright, well, we'll just blow it up, and this will hopefully bring the dudes around. Like, they'll want to come out, since I don't have any skills out. You know, if they hadn't come out with Union District Arena, like, last week, I might, you know, I might be upset. But since we only came out with it this last week, obviously they didn't have a chance to play it and make sure that you're not going to put the skills into any of the... Oh! Wait, this is from year one? Well, fuck, how would I know? Oh, can I get him? Come on, come on. Yeah. Chunks it takes off that dude. Is that gonna somehow... No. Come on, Dime! Guess we're just gonna have to wait. Or do this. Oh, snap. That didn't work out for you. Hey, buddy. Hey, shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot me. You're dead.
Echo, you are straying from the path. If you ever want to know what Vanguard truly wants, follow the breadcrumbs.
Taking out the hyena leadership leaves the faction in disarray. I'll send teams to start securing the supplies and the equipment those bastards were hoarding. And I'll let Odessa know. The theater settlement will be able to rest a little easier now.
Alright, let's see. What are the stats like with that? Yeah, lots of damage. Oh, shit. Dude, we didn't take a whole lot of damage, all things considered, but that's because we didn't hit ourselves with our skills, thank God. Yeah, explosive damage, so yeah, the majority of it. Alright. Boom.